So really only played one game this week, and that was of course I got tempted into buying it, Splatoon 3, obviously. I feel like I'm like the big Nintendo guy in the podcast.
Yeah.
And played through Splatoon 3's campaign. 100% of it already. Later on, if you scrub through the video, you'll see the idols from Splatoon 1. They play a more important.
Oh snap! Is it like we're at like?
No, it's a little bit after. So you're right. If you like stop right there, you see Captain Cuttlefish, who's like the main leader of
Oh god!
Here's like an actual level where you're just like going through and like you're using your little buddy to activate like ink rails. You're inking the territory to swim in the ink.
Ink rail.
Sam's just like, what the hell's going on?
Fucking ink rail you, man. after I'm done splatting, I'm gonna fucking ink rail.
So yeah, like your whole thing is like you like mark the territory with your ink and you swim in it.
There goes our made for kids rating.
It makes you move faster. It makes you reload. Like your whole goal is to like have most of the territory in your ink in the multiplayer at least, and like in the campaign you're doing different kind of stuff. Like here they're trying to collect keys to unlock a little box which will allow them to go forward. And you see here they threw the little fish guy to because they couldn't reach it, and so they activated the other rails. And so it's a lot of different stuff you can do in the campaign.
For those who have played like 1 and 2, is there anything different about like this version of the multiplayer, or is it like much the same?
Yeah, so it's a lot of the same stuff, though there are like a couple of new mechanics or stuff like that where there's an introduction of the squid roll and the squid surge, or where the squid roll is basically like a what's like I don't want to say like a U-turn, but it's kind of like that where you're going one direction and then if you flick your stick back and then hit B, you'll automatically do like a little dodge roll back towards that direction, where you're getting a bit more defense from enemy ink or whatever like that. So, and it's like a quick maneuver to get to like change direction and stuff like that.
But it changes.
Squid surge. Yeah, basically like you're like it's like a quick directional change.
Gotcha.
And the squid surge is where if you ink a wall and then you go on the wall and hold the B button, you'll basically like charge up like a big jump. And then once you get out of the wall, you're basically your weapon's basically ready, where you can immediately fire, like off a wall. So you can like catch people off guard like that, where you can hide off a wall and then immediately shoot at them right as you spawn in. So stuff like that.
It sounds like they're making the skill gap a little like greater than it used to be.
Yeah, I've noticed it. Like I feel like this game feels a lot more fast paced than 1 and 2 definitely do, because the spawn system is a lot different too, because like you would have a fixed spawn point on the map, while here it seems like you can like you have a limited range of where you want to spawn, where you can choose where you want to spawn.
Yeah.
And then you can also spawn on your teammates, but that was always a thing in Splatoon 1 and 2. Yeah, so I feel like it's just like a lot of like quality of life fixes, where a lot of it is like to get you into action faster, where that also applies to like the main menus and like when you're loading up the game, where people have done and then you brought up Salmon Run earlier, which is basically the horde mode. I'm not going to get too much longer into this because I know I'm already getting too long.
You're fine. It's a new game.
Yeah, it's like the horde mode where you're killing all these salmonids they're called or whatever, and then you have like boss salmonids where you have to kill them a certain way, and then when you do, they drop golden eggs. And the whole goal of the like you see here, this one like a sniper.
Oh snap! Yeah,
that's basically one of the bosses where you gotta take them down. You gotta get their golden eggs once they're dead, and then you deposit it into the bucket, and that's basically how you win the game. Like each round, you have a quota you have to meet of golden eggs. So like as you see here, like
is that the chunky boy? Is that the one that is boss?
No, it was like the one earlier that was like in the with the shield in front of him. That was like one of the bosses.
Let me see if I can find it.
You see here, they have like the little golden eggs.
So yeah, I see the golden eggs.
Deposit.
Okay.
And so you have a quota each round, and if you meet the quota, you go on to the next round, stuff like that. And each round, you're given a random weapon out of a set of weapons. So it seems here they're using the blaster. So the next round, they would be given, I don't know, the katana or whatever, something like that.
this is constant, right? Like before it was like an event thing, I think.
Yeah, so it was like on a schedule in Splatoon 2. Now it's like 24/7.
Nice.
You can play it at all times.
Because I
The
like
only
this
schedule
mode.
there is that the weapons and maps change basically.
This is might be a reason for me to get that because I'm more into this than like the PvP stuff. So
Yeah, this is Salmon Run is pretty fun, and you get like a lot of good rewards out of it too. You can get gear for multiplayer out of it. You can get money, so it's definitely worth doing at least if you're interested because you can get a lot of money fast.
co-op mode at launch, unheard of.
Yeah.
Splatoon 3 sounds fun, man.
What a wild game.
I know.
It's wild. Yeah, it's fun. Like if you never play Splatoon, I encourage you to give it a chance, even if you're not good at shooters, because like it's more like about not killing people. It's more about getting the area around you in your color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go.
It's fun.
Squid surge. I'm gonna squid surge you into fucking
You'll splat some stuff and throw some.
And I
onto
forgot
a
to mention
squid rail. An ink
I forgot to
rail.
mention multiplayer. They also added like 2 new weapon types. They added a bow, and they basically added a katana, basically. So
Fuck.
a lot more variety. A lot more maps at launch in Halo Infinite. 12 maps at launch.
Wow.
Shade and Halo Infinite. There,
Yeah,
how
true.
can you launch a map, a game with like 4 maps?
Shade being thrown.
I've been
It's a
these
lot of-
past 2 days. I've just been playing this game nonstop, and I'm like, damn, I'm having a lot of fun.
Man, Erick ink railed hard back in the day.
Yeah, you know, I'm inking everywhere. You know,
Still
Sliding
that
with
ink
people.
hard, man.
God, fucking squid
So, yeah.
surge, bro.